Hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives for episode 12!
Oh my lord.
Thanks, guys. My name's Owen. I'm the Dungeon Master for our campaign, The Tyranny of Dragons. However, this campaign is all about the players, who will introduce themselves and their characters right now.
Yes, my name's Claire, and I'm playing Mira, the Dragonborn Sorcerer. Half red, half silver. She's taken on a lot of new responsibilities in the last day or so.
Surprise caretaker.
Yeah, jeez. A bit frazzled at the moment. So I think we left her rearranging books in the library. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I think we've moved on from there. But that's what her mind is on right now. It's her happy place.
It is.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Azure Lightheart, our Aasimar Monk, who's golden and light on the outside, and a bit shadowy on the inside. But we know that he's got a mission to save the world, but does enjoy a little bit of ass kicking every now and then. We'll flesh him out a little bit more as we travel on through, but exciting times lie ahead.
They do indeed.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Emeric, your lovable, roguish character. He's a paladin. He's had a few hiccups in the past. There's a few things happen that have shaped him to who he is today. And that's pretty much it for now.
Anyway, so I'm Simon. I'm the one with microphone troubles. So I play the character of Wiltix, the lovely little gnome character. He's small, he's hairy, and he can be a bit violent at times, but he's still quite lovable. Going through a couple little things at the moment, Wiltix is, and I hope you enjoy listening to what happens in his life.
I'd just like to say that you guys, I've seen some love on Twitter, I've seen some love on Facebook for the characters. So stoked to see this. Thank you so much for loving these characters and loving the players and loving our little podcast / YouTube series / Twitch live stream. Thank you so much for all the support. We are actually on our way to becoming Twitch affiliated, which is amazing. I just sort of started the live streaming just as a bit of a fun side project. The idea was that this was mainly sort of like a podcast YouTube series, but you guys have been loving the live streams. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support and all the love, and feel free to share it with your friends if you did enjoy it. We just love having you guys along for the journey. Now, Jared and I did a little bit of a Subnautica stream on Sunday, another multiplayer Subnautica stream, which was hilarious, and so I definitely invite you to go check that out. It just was mainly us panicking, would be fair to say, as stuff just went horrifically wrong. And lots of fun glitches as well using the multiplayer Nitrox mod. So if you want to see just stuff going wrong and two Australian lads desperately scrabbling to try and deal with the stuff that's going wrong, I thoroughly recommend our stream. But tonight we're going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons. So our journey's been following the escapades of the Tempest Adventuring Guild from the League of Adventurers based in the merchant city of Oxenfurt. Mira, Azure, Emeric, and Wiltix were dispatched to the town of Greennest to investigate suspicious sightings of masked humanoids, working with kobolds who were seemingly scouting out the town. What seemed to be a simple mission has quickly developed into a serious situation with potentially apocalyptic consequences. These masked figures have turned out to be members of an ancient cult known as the Order of the Dragon, a cult focused on the return of Tiamat, an evil betrayer god sealed away long ago. The party soon learned the power of the cult. Many hundreds of members, large groups of paid mercenaries, a seemingly endless supply of kobolds, and most worryingly of all, a number of dragons and half-dragons, all working towards the one goal. The party rescued Leosin, the brother of Azure, who had been captured and taken to a secret campsite hidden within the mountains to the east of Greennest. After the main host of cultists and dragons left the camp to take a vast collection of treasure known as the Hoard, or as it's been referred to, the Heart, to an undisclosed location, the party infiltrated a cave system called the Hatchery. Having now cleared the cave of any remaining cult forces, the party now find themselves in possession of 3 dragon eggs. We rejoin our heroes as they begin the journey back to Oxenfurt, don't mind me, as they begin the journey back to Oxenfurt. Preparing their cart, after reporting their successes, they to the town of Greennest and to Governor Nighthill. They are also going to be beginning the move from their guildhall into a manor that they have been gifted by Governor Nighthill as thanks for their efforts in saving the town. During their time in Greennest, our heroes were able to return some of the stolen loot and enjoy some downtime. Mira stressed over the eggs, Wiltix got his flirt on, Emeric fought a dwarf, while Azure shared some quiet moments with his guardian angel, Aziraphale. And we pick up the next morning. Our brave adventurers have had a lovely long night's sleep. They have been provided, or Mira specifically has been provided with the deed to the manor located in the craftsman's ward of Oxenfurt. And the manor is called the Night Hall, because it's Governor Nighthill and it's his family estate. It's called the Night Hall.
Tonight or night?
Night. Night. The Night Hall. So that is the deed that you've been given. You can see very quickly, Mira, that you've actually probably walked past this building once or twice. It's actually not too far from the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty short walk away. Do you want to make me a history check, see how much you can remember?
Best stat.
17.
Oh,
It
well,
doesn't matter if it's your best stat if your rolls are going to help you out. Yeah, you remember seeing along one of the canals that juts off the main river that passes through Oxenfurt. One of the main canals, it borders onto the water, and there is a dock located down onto the water. It's a large, dark stone building with rich timber. Garden is a little bit overgrown. It looks fairly unkempt, but you remember seeing this very well-made, very sturdy building located not too far from the Adventurers Guild in Oxenfurt. And you probably do remember the name, having seen it emblazoned across the front gate, the Night Hall. Yeah, and I'd say that's what you remember. So you are familiar with this location. So
Front
while
property?
you are all hot property. So while you're all preparing the cart, getting ready to leave, is there anything any of you would be doing specifically that morning after having a lovely long rest?
Because we're at Greennest again, aren't we?
You are still in Greennest at this point. You returned to Greennest at the end of, halfway through last session. Emeric fought a dwarf named Castellan Escobar the Red.
I had a lot of bouts with him in many different formats, and I smashed him in every single one.
Sure. Azure, you probably have just woken up. This is the morning after you had your conversation with Aziraphale.
Yeah.
Wiltix, you don't awaken with the group in their. You awaken in the accommodation of that halfling who you went home with.
Just doing some casual marketing for the guild. Very nice
makes
work.
You a lovely breakfast.
Yeah, some bartering.
You get a lovely home cooked breakfast by her. And I think Mira gave you one of the Tempest Guild business cards. If you wanted to pass that on to her.
She did. Yes. I don't know if we would have discussed that last night over the drinks or this morning, but
where is the business card? Who knows? It's gone.
It's just got the number scrawled up her arm.
I never discuss business before pleasure. So it'd be the next morning.
No!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
So we're doing as the morning now, aren't we?
Yeah, look, we can skip over your lovely home cooked breakfast with this lovely halfling. You hand her the business card. She she's fairly keen to potentially look at expanding her business, which is just a single storefront in Greennest. She's looking to expand into Oxenfurt. It is one of the more popular markets, being sort of the main merchant city on Oshia. It is sort of the main stop off for most of the trading ships and trading caravans and airship supply lines that go between the different continents, the floating cities, and the sky cities. She'd be pretty keen. And if you give her the name of the location where you guys are headed, which is basically the Adventurers Guild or to the Night Hall, she indicates an interest in potentially sending some word to you when she feels she's ready to invest in such an interesting venture.
Exactly. Yeah. So just to mention, I suppose, go through the little nitty-gritty details. I don't think Wiltix would be the kind of guy that would know too much about it, but as well as the fact that he hasn't been there yet. So what to expect? I'm sure I'll send a raven or what have you with a message later on to help establish it.
Absolutely. And Mira, I'm imagining that your night is probably spent down at the cart.
Yep.
Just a solid yes.
Yeah, no, she's just fretting. She's having conniptions about those eggs.
Talk us through, what's Mira thinking? Let's hear Mira's thoughts. Let's go inside the mind.
Inside the mind. Mira's mind palace is a well-ordered, well-stocked, organised place that does not reflect her actual reality anymore. So, I think her mind palace has been destroyed by 3 eggs crashing into it. So she's just wondering what on earth she's getting herself into, and how exactly we're going to hide them, 2, what to do with them, 3, raise them. She's just not sure. And she's also wondering if the cult is going to come after them, and if they have a way of tracking these eggs. But she knows dragons.
It's a good question.
And she knows that they'll come after them.
Yeah.
So she's just wondering if they've managed to hide their tracks well enough. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she's wondering if she knows anyone in Oxenfurt that she could ask for help, because Mira's all about delegating. She loves delegating.
Okay, yeah. Do you wanna make me just a flat intelligence check, Mira?
Okay.
Or wisdom, actually.
Intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah, I'd say intelligence or wisdom.
They are both the same.
Okay, then it's your choice.
That's a 4.
It's just a flat roll.
It's a flat roll, yeah.
You're trying to think. You're like, yeah, I know there's a magic university there, but I don't know the magic, not dragons specifically. I know there's like history guilds, and I know there's all sorts of stuff there, but no. And I know there's an organization that we work for, but I'm not sure if they'd be able to help either. You're not sure.
Yeah, so she's just in the cart having conniptions.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Emeric, how would you be spending your morning?
She's like throwing a snowball of fire back and forth between her hands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Or use it like as a stress ball. She's a
Very
She
nice.
loves stress balls.
So, Emeric will wake up in the morning. He had a very big night.
Yes.
He'll sort of wander off into the courtyard. And he'll... I was thinking that maybe he would sort of do some sparring or something with either the local guardsmen or even drag Castellan out to have... Not to spar, not to duel. So that's just more like practicing and stuff. You're not sparring. I'm not actually dueling people. He's just sort of getting some rounds in, because you gotta keep training yourself. And Emeric might be a bit of a roguish type, but he definitely understands overall, hard work and discipline. That's where he's gotten. That's how he's gotten to where he is. So that's why he's always sharpening his halberd, and that's why he's actually like, even though people make fun of him smelling, he's actually fairly well kept. I know.
People
like,
made fun of him smelling?
Someone said it, and I'm like, hey.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
He showers.
I don't remember that at all.
Times a week. But but he'll be
remembering that sort of stuff.
Oh shit! I thought someone did say he smelled.
I think I called you ugly last week, but that's about it.
Hey, that's not very much. But he'll be out. He'll be out in the courtyard though, sparring and just sort of making his skills pretty well maintained and pretty sharp.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a con save for our good friend Castellan to see if he is actually able to join you the next morning, given what happened to him.
Yeah, he didn't do so crash shot.
Oh no, even with a +2, Castellan is still well and truly under 10, which I said is the DC. I wasn't even very hard at the DC.
I'm gonna knock on his door. Hey, come on, mate. You can do some sparring with me this morning.
Oh no, fuck off. I need a break. I'm not feeling my best.
All right. I'll wander off and I'll just start sparring with any of the guardsmen. I'll be
Yeah, a
like,
couple
come on,
of guys will
guys,
join in.
let's get into it. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, and a 2. And
Yeah, a
it's
couple
like
of guys will
aerobics
join
class.
in, and yeah, they'll join in. They'll have a bit of fun. You see, as you're sort of doing these warm ups, you see a lone soldier, a little bit on the older side, probably heading towards his late 50s, so a little bit old for a sort of frontline soldier, but he's seeming to be wearing the very classic armor of the Green Nest Guards. However, he has made some personal touches and additions to it, and he also has an eye patch.
Oh wow!
And
So
he
classy.
Emeric immediately just strides over there, and he looks at him.
I'll tell you what he's doing so that you can get an idea of what he looks like. So he's
Alright.
basically going through. He's wielding nothing but a spear. When he arrives, he takes his armor off, strips down to just his sort of long breeches, so that his shirt's being taken off, and he's just sort of bare chested. And he begins going through this incredibly complex kata with the spear. Basically, a series of movements and exercises designed to help sort of practice and hone your maneuvers and maneuverability with a weapon. And as you watch, he seems incredibly proficient as he's moving through these. Yeah, very, very quick, very, very precise. And there seems to be a lot of power behind his movements.
So, how did you get that eye patch? There's going to be a really cool story about that. It's really cool. How'd you get it?
He holds up a single finger to shush you and continues moving through his kata.
Ah. And then Emeric's very intrigued because he's sure that there's a really cool story behind that eye patch. He watches him though. He's going to study his movements, so he will take in the movements that he's doing and just sort of see. And then he's going to try and start emulating him.
Do you want to make an insight check for me?
All right, we'll see how well I can emulate him. My insight's not very good.
15.
That's an egg one.
Watching his movements, he is incredibly precise, especially with a spear. So you're a halberd user, so some of the movements are similar, but the maneuvers he's doing and the way he's moving this weapon around is far beyond your skill level at this point. But do you want to make me I'd say probably, I'll allow athletics or acrobatics to use your halberd and try and emulate some of the movements that you can use. 17, you actually do a pretty good job. So some of his maneuvers are well and truly beyond, but you give them a good go. And even though your form is a little bit sloppy compared to his, you do complete some of the movements. And I
will say as well, I'm not like trying to make fun of him. I'm actually like Emeric, when it comes to training, he does like to have a bit of a laugh at the eye patch and all that, but when he actually started like looking at these movements and stuff like that, he actually started to get into more of a serious mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just how he was raised, and it's just ingrained in him.
Yeah,
so he's actually giving it a good crack.
Yeah. After about 5-10 minutes, you find yourself working up a moderate sweat. At which point, he ends the maneuver by pulling the spear down into a full sort of forward thrust, and then pulls it back, stands to attention, and then looks over towards you. Right, thanks for waiting. What's your name?
My name's Emeric. What is yours there, my friend?
You can call me Teft.
Teft. Have I? He looked like a very accomplished soldier. Have you always been a part of the Green Nest Guard? Because you're well above all these all these men.
I'm not part of the Green Nest Guard. Not officially. I just help out on occasion.
Were you an adventurer?
No, I wouldn't say that. Maybe more of a sort of wandering mercenary, shall we say?
Man of my own heart.
But I don't work for gold. I just do a little where it's needed. Help
Okay,
out.
we're a little bit different then. We're a little bit different. I love gold.
Right.
Oh, no, that was very nice. Where'd you all learn that stuff?
I actually invented this one.
Oh, Emeric's actually caught off guard by that a little bit, because he was thinking that like he wouldn't find someone who could just create like a intricate maneuver set like that, just some random mercenary in Green Nest. He thought it'd be like, would it be akin to like a master?
From Emeric's perspective, given your previous insight, yes, this man he has gone beyond the mastery of the spear. It's an extension of who he is. Like looking at him with that insight of 15, he moves as if he and the spear are one.
Have you fought in any wars? Have I ever heard of your name before?
I don't know, have you?
I don't know if I have. Let's do a history check.
Make a history check.
11, so not crushed. No, it's actually not too bad.
No, you've never heard of the name Teft before. And his description doesn't raise any bells in your mind. So hair is cut quite short, streaks of grey, sort of salt pepper appearance, very, very short beard, again that sort of salt pepper grey. He is human, I should say. He's human. Slightly darker tan skin, sort of more of an Italian style skin color look to him, sort of a Mediterranean look. Very, very bright green eyes.
Oh. I'm going to leave him to his maneuvers, and I'm going to walk off and just sort of park myself somewhere like against a wall or something next to another guard. And I'm going to ask him a question like, so have you ever seen, what's that guy's story?
What, Teft? So that's a halfling woman who is one of the guardswomen who is there as you walk over. Teft, he comes and helps out every so often. He's, I don't know, he's just a wanderer, drifter.
Well, look, I'll be honest, he's above all of us here at the moment. He's definitely one of the most...
You don't need to tell me that.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna look him in the eyes and say, hold on a second, sorry. Someone just knocked on my door. In the eyes, I'm gonna point to him and go, right, I've decided I'm gonna be your pupil and I'm gonna learn everything you know.
No, you're not.
Wait, what?
No, you're not. You're not ready, mate.
What do you mean?
Your form's pretty sloppy.
Well, that's why I said I'll be your pupil.
When you can fight without anger, be precise, measured, then you can come back and I'll teach you what I know.
I walk off and just go, yeah, okay, see you later. Because he never goes, he's never gonna fight not with anger.
Yeah.
He's a bit bummed out though.
Teft gives a little sort of head nod as you walk away, and then moves over to the water barrel to have a drink.
I'll say to him though, if you're ever pop by, we can do some sparring sometime, maybe.
Maybe.
I'll if I can keep up. But yeah, I'll say, look for the Tempest Guild if you're ever around there. And I'll just sort of walk off and I'll sort of do a wave.
Gives you a nod as you walk away, and then moves back over, puts down the spear, and picks up a training short sword, and begins a completely different series of maneuvers, which look equally polished.
Well, fuck. Okay, cool. Where was he when the greenness was burning? Was he?
Do you want to
I
ask
don't know.
someone that?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I will actually. I will. I'll pop back up next to the halfling and go, Jesus, you guys could have definitely handled the kobolds with him around, right?
Oh, yeah, he said he came as soon as he heard. He moves, he wanders from place to place. We don't see him all the time. He sort of comes and goes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But he was instrumental in killing a few of the remaining mercenaries who attacked us. Probably would have been the night you guys left to go to the camp. There was another contingency that came round. He took out 15, 16 men pretty much by himself. Like, we were there to support, but I'm being honest, we were not much help compared to what he was doing.
I'll just keep looking at him a little bit in awe, and I'll go, yeah, I think he could, yeah. I'm just nodding my head.
Fair enough.
And I think with that, I'll just sort of continue sparring with everyone again, and yeah.
Yeah, some of the guards will join in and have a bit of a bout. Azure, how are you spending your morning?
I'd be up early, I think.
Yep. With the sun.
Yeah, with the morning sun. I'd probably be going through like a morning meditation. Probably how I start every morning. Going through like a series of quarterstaff moves, and especially if Leosin is there, whether we do it together.
Oh yeah, Leosin will join in, and you can do one of your sort of childhood meditations that you used to do as a duo, but you've been sort of forced to do by yourself until this morning.
I imagine that we have like a bit of a symbiotic meditation, so that once, almost like we're sitting facing each other, and once it becomes more of our, like with our quarterstaffs or our weapons, it becomes almost synchronized. Yeah, that's how I imagine we're spending our morning. And once that's done...
Do you know what springs to my mind when you describe that? Do you remember the Dance of the Dragons in Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh, yeah.
It's a very obscure reference, but Zuko and Aang do this sort of synchronized bending together. It very much reminds me of that.
That would be cool. That is actually a perfect analogy.
My photographic memory for random TV, it continues to impress.
It always comes in handy, your memory.
Yeah,
and then I think once that's done, we'll probably prepare to leave.
fantastic. In that case, after spending your mornings how you wish, you return to the cart to find Mira, quite anxious and probably making a number of notes in her book. Mira, at this point, your diviner, your object, we've previously been calling it the Death Diary. We have now updated it to Diviner. This is one of her guild role additives. Your diviner now has quite a bit of data recorded in it. And as you're sort of flipping through the pages, you begin to feel like there's a pattern to the events that you've seen and the events that you've recorded. You can't quite put your finger on it yet, but you feel like with a little bit more time, a little bit more information, you might be able to see patterns in the past and maybe even divine possible futures, possible things that might happen in the future. You feel that the patterns of the past can shape the fortune of the future.
So it's a history textbook, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, in a way. It's like the next level statistics. It's where statistics have gone beyond just descriptive, and they are now basically giving you information on the future.
This is the fantasy world. Jeez.
You've got the fantasy version of predictive algorithm.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And that's your morning, basically, is like stressing about the eggs and math. Sounds like a fun morning.
What a morning.
Your card is ready to go. The gnome man, the stable hand that you spoke to the previous day, brings the horse back out again.
Yes, it's been fed and watered, and as promised, I've affixed a saddlebag and a nose bag to the side of the cart, so next time you have to wander off, the horse can still get food.
Thank you very much, good sir.
You're going to need to make sure it has access to water. She's looking much better now today, but I can't promise that she'll be fighting fit if you don't feed and water her. In fact, I can promise that she won't be if you don't feed and water her properly.
We will make sure that we stay on top of it this time.
She's a living creature.
Oh no!
We understand, good sir. We won't let you down.
Very good. All right.
And then he wanders back off to go check on the other horses. Your card is there. Again, the arrows still have not been removed, the ones that were on this cart when you procured it.
It's all about style.
It's all about style. You may load up and head on out if you so desire. Unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do in Green Nest, we'll start the journey onwards.
Onwards and upwards.
I think onwards.
Fantastic. What I will do is I will quickly put up a little map of the surrounding area so that you guys can see. Here we are. So we should be able to...
Alright, yeah, cool. I can see Oxenford and the Palin.
There we go. Yeah, so Palin is the capital city. I just thought I'd quickly bring up a little world map for the viewers as you guys move along. So our heroes are currently located in Green Nest. They have come from the merchant city of Oxenford to the northwest, and the capital city is off to the side here, Palin. It's just off the map on the stream screen. But yeah, that's what you guys can see.
I see Green Nest.
Yeah, it's annoying. Roll20 is not designed for this, what I'm trying to make it do, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll leave that map open for the moment. So you guys, you can sort of vaguely see where you need to go from Green Nest. Was there anything else you wanted to do in Green Nest, or are you ready to head on back to Oxenfurt?
Yeah, Emeric's all good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good to have that.
He'll jump on the cart and just sort of park himself just in the just on one of the seats in the cart.
Fantastic. Alrighty. Now, Azure, you are the only one who can drive the cart, so I'm assuming you're up the front driving the cart.
Yep, that's me.
Leosin will come and join you up the front for this leg of the journey. Mira, Wiltix, and Emeric, you can be inside the cart or on top of the cart, wherever you choose to be. As you guys begin to head out through the streets,
I'll probably just take my normal position and
just on top of the cart there, Wiltix.
It's like the little lookout.
yeah, exactly right.
Literally a little lookout. Sorry. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, I actually found a way to get the map looking a bit better on the stream. Nice. Okay, well that's a little bit easier to see. There we go. Beautiful. So now we can see the map on the stream perfectly. As you guys begin to head out through the streets of Green Nest, you can see people. Just the villagers, the people who live there, the guards, all begin to emerge from houses, from businesses, from taverns. And it starts off very quiet as you guys begin to leave. And then someone starts a clap and a cheer. And very quickly it's picked up. As all around you a wave of noise begins to rise. People cheering, people clapping, people applauding, calling out the name of the Tempest Guild. And as you pass through the outskirts of town and happen to glance back, you can see Governor Nighthill standing at the gate on top of the gatehouse with a number of guards, just giving you a wave as you begin to head out. And a very knowing smile crosses his face as you begin to leave. As you crest over the top of the hill, the sound of the applause and cheering dying behind you, each of you feels a warmth within you that you have done something good here, that you have made a difference, that without you, something very, very different would have occurred in the lives of these people. And some of them might not even be there today if you had not come and chosen the paths that you did. And your journey to Oxenfurt begins. Your journey is uneventful. You spend a couple of days travelling through the wilderness along the main road before coming to the settlement of Willwatch, a settlement you pass through on the way here. Very brief stop off just to gather more supplies, and then you continue onwards, passing through open plains and farmland, rich forests, sort of a temperate forest, and then back onto the grassy fields that line the area just to the south of Oxenfurt. And after a few days of very uneventful, very quiet, calm, contemplative travel, once again on the horizon you can hear the sound of the ocean and see the waves cresting against the coastline. And the merchant city of Oxenfurt lies before you. Skyships descending from the heavens and rising from the vast skyport located up on top of the hill. And you can see a number of ships coming and going from the large open port towards the west. Your home. Or at least the home that you have chosen for yourselves. Passing through the main gates, the familiar sounds and smells of Oxenfurt arise again. Open sewerage, mixed with hot spices, freshly baked bread.
Ew.
A fun mixture of a metropolitan city, of a rich metropolis. As you pass through the busy streets, you get a number of looks, your cart drawing attention to itself, as well as the occupants. Two humanoids at the front don't draw much attention, but the scarred gnome sitting on top and the sorcerer, the draconic sorcerer inside, do draw a couple of glances, the arrows catching the most attention. While you guys are passing through the city, is there anything that your characters would be doing? Is there anything that you'd want to be looking out for, or just sort of any... Give me an idea, like, what would you guys be up to?
Just to clarify, are we all from Oxenfurt? So we have all been here before?
Yeah, so all of you might not remember, back in episode 1, we spent
started off
the first 20 minutes of episode 1 was in Oxenfurt. However,
Oh, it
not
was
really
too.
much of
That's
the city.
right.
Yeah,
It was too.
not much of the city, mostly just the Adventurers Guild. You guys didn't spend much time in the city. You pretty much set off straight away on your journey. So Azure, you've been in Oxenfurt for most likely a year or two, maybe 3 tops. You've only been in Nostea for only about 4 or 5, so probably in the last sort of 1 to 2, maybe 3 years you've been in Oxenfurt. Mira, I believe you have been in Oxenfurt for a couple of years. Since ever since.
But yeah, after changing.
Yeah, so then you've
Not
only
sure
probably been in
yeah.
Oxenfurt since, probably only since you guys started the guild, so maybe only then a year at best. Wiltix, you've been here as long as you want to be here because your timeline is so easily fitted into the others. You can be here as long as you want to be.
Yeah. Look, I've just been travelling around. I suppose I wouldn't be
Yeah.
there much longer than what the guild would be itself. So
Yeah, so you're in a similar boat to Mira then. And Emeric, you've probably been to Oxenfurt a number of times with the mercenary company. It's a major port city, the major port city on Oshir, apart from Palin. So yeah, you've spent a bit of time here. In terms of how long you've been living here, probably the same as the guilds then, just as long as the guild's been alive.
They're probably I think I'd come maybe let's say a couple months before the formation of the guild, because I think I came to Oxenfurt. I think Emeric came to Oxenfurt looking for an adventuring guild to join, so he probably would have come maybe a few months in advance. But yeah, he hasn't really been. He's visited it, but not lived in it. So this is his first time, really.
Gotcha. So yeah, you guys head on through the busy streets. Now, were you planning on heading back to the guild first, or did you want to go check out your new digs?
I wouldn't mind checking out the manor. I don't know what anyone else feels like.
I feel like we're going to
definitely,
check out the new digs.
Check out the manor.
There we go.
Alrighty. In that case, I will take you guys across to a map.
Ooh.
Oi!
Tempest.
Is that your cry?
Did we
I
happen
love
to
it.
ask this guy why he doesn't live here?
No one asked
It's
him.
more that he mentioned that he just doesn't come here often.
Yeah,
I
he said
think-
it was a family estate that he hasn't lived in for some time, and that he only ever really visited on occasion.
Holy shit.
Oh. This
Holy
week's on
crap.
cribs.
Hey, this is MTV Cribs. Welcome to our crib, guys.
There we go. I'll just
Hello.
get the sizes right. Here we go.
Are we on the
You're-
water?
Oh,
you guys are located on the water. Yeah.
Oh my
Waterfront
God.
estate.
Awesome.
Love it.
Oh yeah, this is no joke.
No, it's not.
Let me close this. Here we go. Here's our lovely manor.
Library!
Yeah, you can have it.
You haven't seen it yet. Hang on. Let me get there.
She can already
Um,
sniff the
No,
books
this is
from out
Claire
here.
talking,
Sniff
not
the
Mira.
books.
This is Claire.
You can
The
see
Mira
the
can
books
sniff
there.
the books.
So excited.
The sound of the smell of the dust wafting from the books has just sort of entered her nostrils from the front.
Oh my god. Sure, why not? As you guys head down the busy streets and now entering into the Craftsman's Borough, which is sort of the main thoroughfare where, or the main district, I should say, where you know that the guild is located, the Adventurers Guildhall, as well as the Night Hall, which is the manor house that you've been gifted. Very quickly, you begin to recognize the streets. You've been along these streets many, many times. This is the way that you would take to and from the Adventurers Guild. And you can actually see it, the Adventurers Guildhall, up on a small rise, the beautiful green and blue tabard with the embroidered A and G in gold stretched across it. But Mira leads you, sort of leaning out the cart, pointing to Azure and guiding him on where he should be going. Mira leads you down a small side street, then opens up to a waterfront avenue along a canal that seems to branch off the main river. And nestled between two quite fine estates is quite a large tract of land and a large manor house. This very distinctive dark grey stone mixed with this beautiful red oak timber. Easily, you can tell from the moment you spot it is 2 stories, and possibly even a basement layer. And it seems to border onto the waterfront. You can see it borders onto the river, onto this small canal. A large wrought iron gate stands protecting the entrance, with the words "The Night Hall" stretched in silver across the top. The silver has begun to tarnish, as has the iron, rust and decay stretching across the surface, only the beginnings of. Despite being clearly old and not very well looked after, you can tell this place was built to last. And Mira, the key that you've been given by Governor Nighthill, you use to unlock the gate. You bring the cart up towards the front and park the cart. You can see there's actually a small area off towards the south. I'll just flag it. Yes, thank you. Where the blacksmith's is. Just down alongside there is an area to stable a horse. No area to store the cart, unfortunately. It is going to be out in the open, but there is an area to stable a horse.
Take him around? Or whoever's driving, Azure?
Yeah, I can take it around.
Wonderful. I give you guys free reign of your new guild. What would you all be doing? Starting with Mira. Because I think we know what Mira wants to do. And Mira also has the key, so it makes sense that Mira goes first to unlock.
Well, I guess once the horse is stabled, I would probably, she's just thinking about those eggs. So I think that as the horse was stabled, she would open the door and see if she can find any safe hiding places in the house. Like a basement or an attic or something.
Yeah, as soon as you open the door, you can see the main hallway in front of you. Just there, this sort of rich, lavish carpet and stone steps leading up to a layer above, a floor above. You can see a number of rooms down a long, narrow corridor towards the south, a number of doors marking off different rooms. From where you are right now, you can't see any basement heading down, but as you begin to head through the house, about halfway down the long, narrow corridor is a doorway, partially ajar, and you can see stone steps leading down to a basement level. Exactly right, whoever's pinging that, thank you.
It's me.
Awesome. You can also see another door leading down to a small area set out to be a blacksmith's. I will let you know now that the map shows it fully furnished. Yours is not. You do not have an anvil. You do not currently have a forge, but you do have the trough of water, and you do have the storage crates as well. And you can see there is an area of where a forge could be positioned. However, the one that is currently there is inoperable. It has collapsed in on itself and is destroyed. I will let you guys know that right now.
Any signs of life at all? Like if there have been squatters or animals or anything in here?
Nothing immediate takes your focus, but would you like to make me a survival check? Or I would actually allow perception or investigation. So survival to look for tracks, perception to look for or listen out for noises, investigation to look for more specific signs. 24 from Azure.
Yeah, I'll do
That's a perception check from Azure.
Mm-hmm.
Is Andrew ever going to roll a character that doesn't have high perception? Not likely.
It's possible.
I like seeing things.
That's fair. That's fair. I get it, man. So yeah, Azure and Mira. So between the two of you, Azure, you're sort of more just casting an eye about, listening out for noises, not sort of looking for anything specific, more just taking it all in. Very quickly you can tell there is a bit of a dusty smell to this place, a dusty musk. This place is old and fairly disused. It will require a bit of TLC to get it up to code, but you think this would be a fine spot for your guild. You can already see the bare bones of what could be an absolutely fantastic location. No signs immediately jump out to you that anyone or anything has been living here for quite some time. There are signs that rats have been through this area at some point. There is also signs that a cat has been through this area. Mira and Azure together spot paw prints and claw marks that would indicate a cat has been in here at some point. Possibly a stray attempting to control the rat problem. But no people have been in here for quite some time.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Is there a second level?
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Owen?
Oh yeah, there's immediately as you enter, there's stone steps leading up to a second level. However, the second level map is not 100% ready yet, so we'll have to get to that next time. At the moment, basically all the rooms upstairs are completely bare. If you sort of head up and have a bit of a look around, none of them are furnished at all. You're gonna have to furnish these out of your own pocket, you reckon? Or the guilds. There are certain features that you get as part of your membership to the guild. You remember that as a rank 1 guild, as a level 1 independent guild, it does come with a starter guild hall as well as a small business and some hirelings and some people to work for you. You already have the guild hall, so maybe you could use the fact that you've already got your location to help reduce the cost of any upgrades or anything like that. Or maybe you want to get a second thing. Maybe might be time to look at getting an airship. Who knows? I should actually say you can't quite get an airship yet. That's only it's a level 2 guild, a rank 2 guild bonus. Just a heads up. I was just teasing.
Tease was real.
Just dangle it in front of you. Azure, yeah, what would you be doing? So we had a little bit from Mira. I'm assuming, Mira, you then head to the library.
Oh no, she's going to look in the basement.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. As you will do that. Did you want to accompany her, Azure?
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty, so Azure and Mira head down to the basement.
I must say, though, the first thing I would probably do is I think we should organise to bring the dragon eggs in from the cart.
Well,
and bring them inside.
I was just going to try and find a place for them.
AKA the basement.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about leaving
if you guys
the
want
cart
to go
out
in,
the
I'm happy
street.
to sit with. I'll sit with the cart if you guys want to go in and have a look.
Maybe Wiltix, you might be better placed to have a look around, scope things out. I can stay with them.
No, you want to check out the basement? That's fine. I'll stay. I'll stay with the cart. You all go in. Me and Leosin can just chill here.
Or we could leave Leosin if you wanted to.
We can just
Yes,
leave it, and we could all go and look through the cart.
Yep,
through
that's
the
fine.
castle.
That's fine.
All right, cool. We'll head in. Leave Leosin with the cart.
That's what NPCs are for, baby.
Place holding.
So the cart should be down here. There we go.
And I give
And
Leosin a nice, give him a good old thumbs up and a cheeky wink.
Oh yeah.
He's not an
I should
official
actually
member of
probably
our guild yet, so only where I remember.
Oh.
Not,
Do you say that?
once we're inside, maybe just
Okay.
Emeric.
Look at him, he's so sad now. Look at him pacing around. Poor Leosin.
Alrighty, yeah. So Mira, you're heading down to the basement, down here. Alrighty, Mira, as you head below, it is pitch black. There are no torches lit. There is no light coming in below. I'm guessing some dancing lights make an appearance.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Flaming snowballs everywhere.
Yeah, just flaming snowballs around your head. As you have a bit of a look through...
I've cast light
sorry.
on my hand too, so I can
Nice,
use it like
yeah.
a torch.
The two of you together, as you sort of have a bit of a look down below, you can see again, a very bare bones basement. It looks like there were crates of goods here, possibly foodstuffs as well. There are some old bottles of wine that have been set aside, but because this place has been abandoned for quite some time, it seems to have been any foodstuffs have sort of long spoilt and then been consumed by the rats, who have then been consumed by the cat. There's a few bones scattered around. The wines may be a bit more salvageable. You can see one of the wine racks has actually collapsed and shattered a whole bunch of bottles, and a large dark purple stain on the floor, sort of indicating the remains of where the wine once was. But there are a couple of bottles that seem to have survived that collapse, one or two bottles that you can see there. But otherwise, it looks like it's a fairly small, cool, dark basement. Probably about 60 feet by 40 feet. Given how big the rest of the house is, a little bit on the smaller side. Wait, did I say 60 feet? Sorry, 30 feet by 20 feet, sorry.
30 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, sorry. I know math.
Could I smell the cat as being down in the basement, or would I just get a musty smell of...
Oh, we'll come to you, Wiltix. That's a good question. We will get to that, don't you worry. That's a very
Because
good
I'll
question.
go down to the basement if I do, otherwise I'll be walking around the rest of the
Alright
night.
then, do you want to make me a quick perception check? And you have advantage because you're using a sense of smell.
Is a 15, and then we
The
have...
smell of cat. 5, nice. We use the 15. The smell of cat is coming from the northwest.
Northwest, so it's not coming from the basement.
No, vaguely towards this area around here, towards the northwest, past the main dining room and towards the kitchens. So, Mira and Azure, you have a bit of a look around. You think this could be a pretty good spot to store the dragon eggs? It'd definitely be cool down here, quiet, dark. Not many great hiding places per se at the moment, because it is pretty empty, but yeah.
Cool. Mira, what do you think? Is this a good spot to store the eggs?
It'll have to do, I suppose.
I mean, we could always light a fire down here. It would become quite warm if we left a brazier consistently going.
I think we might need some sort of chimney.
I'm sure we could work that out somehow.
Would Mira think this? Maybe, I don't know. Can Mira try and work out, because the river's right there.
Yes.
Could she work out in the basement if there might be some stone that would be amenable to, say, forming a tunnel to the river? A secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel!
Yeah.
It is mandatory to sing Secret Tunnel every time someone describes a secret tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, make me... I mean, if you're a dwarf, you'd have advantage on this because of your...
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me an investigation. Yeah, I'd say it's an investigation check more than anything else because you're looking specific. Yeah, investigation check. 6. As you look at the stone, you think that any attempt to try and enlarge this basement would be possible. It's not that hard to carve stone if you've got the right tools and equipment. Your concern is that perhaps because this is below the waterline, may be prone to flooding. And that's what you think.
Maybe we'll
Alrighty.
discuss it with the others as well. Let's go.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's jump over to Wiltix. What are you doing, buddy? You're heading straight to the kitchens, it looks like.
Straight to the kitchens. I've gone inside. They've said that they thought there was a cat around, so I'm going to go find the manor animal.
As soon as you enter the manimal, oh my god, the manimal. I am a manimal. As you open the kitchen door, the sort of a loud creaking, you hear scampering of claws, and on top of the table, looking around startled, is a very old, very weathered, very battered-looking tomcat. Part of the ear is missing on the left-hand side, a few patches of fur. Very greying muzzle, very greying sort of face and muzzle and chest. And as it clocks you, this low hiss begins deep within its throat, this hiss, as you sort of enter. Over to you, Simon.
Oh, well, I mean, we're entering his home. He didn't hand over the deeds. The other bloke did. So, I'm going to walk in and to do my best, Owen Grady from the new Jurassic World movies and try to tame the cat. Let it know that it's my friend. So, go up, not too close, but close enough, and say hello, kitty. And I mean, I'm trying to get like an animal handling, trying to see.
Yes, absolutely. This is an animal handling.
He's doing some animal handling. Hey,
He's going to handle the animal.
The animal.
This is definitely. Oh no!
Good try, Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
Not
I mean, you're up to this point. Up to this point, your experience has mainly been with probably more dogs. For some reason, you can't quite identify. Cats don't seem to like you very much. And generally, when you enter an area, cats normally leave pretty quickly. And it's something that's been on your mind for a bit of time now. There's this sort of understanding that cats don't really want to be in the same room as you. But you're persistent, you're optimistic, you think, look, this is the time. I'm blocking the only exit that I can see that's open, this door here. Let's give it a go. And you approach it much like a dog. You walk forwards, your hands out, like ready to let it have a sniff. Being slow and careful, but you're sort of more thinking like, here we go, like, great, sniff my hand, give you a pat, we're best friends. As soon as your hand gets close to the cat, it takes a swipe at you. Does a 13 hit you? Probably not, hey?
No, it doesn't.
You are able to sort of twist your arm away at the last second, your quick reflexes pulling your hand back before the cat can get a swipe at you. You hear this low yowl, this as it looks at you and heckles on the back of its neck raised. Oh yeah. I'm impersonating everything you encounter. I've been practicing. As the heckles sort of rise on the back of its neck, and this very angry, very feisty cat is now eyeing you off, Wiltix. Can I have you please roll me some initiative?
What? This is awesome. This is.
I just need to know about the timing of some things.
Welcome to the Lost Archives, where we have amazing encounters and combats with cats.
Domestic cats. Now I should probably put a cat down on the screen for you, and we should probably load up some more appropriate battle music.
Love it.
Here we go. This is intense.
Oh, but I'd like to treat it like a Pokemon Safari. Can I throw bait, or is it just like...
Ooh,
hey, it's an initiative you can if you like.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I want to try and give him some rations if I have some on me. Sure, we would.
Awesome. I'm pleased you're an initiative then. That's perfect.
Ooh.
Excellent. How's this
But I don't
cat
know if the
icon?
cat's going
Oh,
first.
fantastic.
Throw a Pokeball at it.
I will roll the cat. A cat has a challenge rating of 0, just so you guys know. Let's roll initiative. Oh yeah, this is good. I like this music.
It's gonna,
Cat's only a 4, everybody.
The cat.
Here we go.
How big's the cat, by the way?
It's a cat. It's a cat-sized cat.
It's a normal cat size.
It's a
okay.
normal cat.
It's a normal cat. So to you, it's actually like a large dog. Wiltix, you're up first. What would you like to do, buddy?
Oh, as I said, I'm trying to be friends with it, so I'm gonna,
He takes
got
out
my
his
bag with me.
crossbow
Yep.
and shoots it.
Jesus.
finger
No.
shot.
Attack
I
with my
do not
claws.
stand for animal abuse. I'm going to give this thing. It's going to have god powers. It's going to come back as Bast, the god of cats. If you start.
Oh my
I'm kidding.
God.
There's
Carry on.
gonna be a rival guild forming with Callum from Green Rest and
Oh,
Cat from the
no.
Manor. It'll be just. No, I'm gonna reach through my pack and I'm gonna throw him a little bit of a ration. Try to give him some food.
You may make me another animal handling check.
This will be worse. You watch. Oh, nat 20.
Oh shit!
+1.
So
21.
as you look at this cat, you can see that it has been poorly fed. It's had a pretty rough life on the streets. Your rations that you throw it, I mean, in your ration pack, you'd probably have some salted pork. You'd have some cured meats. But you just happen to have had in your pack a little bit of salmon. Really nicely smoked, beautifully preserved, really good quality salmon that you're not even sure where you picked this up from, but somehow as you reached in, that's just what your fingers closed around. Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll have to drop back to more fun music because I think we're out of the...
Yeah, look, I don't think this is ever going to be in combat.
And then once I lull the cat into some sense of security, I hit it. It's yeah.
I'm just gonna do my blood right.
Yeah, I've just contacted the RSPCA. It just so happens that what you pull out is some prime smoked salmon, and you chuck it at the floor, and you immediately get down low and start sort of showing yourself to be a little bit less threatening. The cat pauses mid-yowl, sniffs the air, and then begins edging closer to the salmon. Looking at you the whole time, eyes never darting from you, before taking a little mouthful and darting away towards the back corner, chewing the mouthful. What do you do, Wiltix? We'll sort of stay in rough initiative. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to close it.
No, that's alright. Look, I'd let him finish eating the bit that he's eating, but I'd probably come up a little bit closer and see if I can hold some and get him to eat it as well.
Absolutely. You feel free to move yourself forward. As you begin to move forwards towards this sort of old ragged cat, again the heckles begin to rise, but sniffing the air again, and that now the taste of the salmon is in its mouth, it lowers, ears come back up again, nose sniffing curiously, and you see the pupils which were previously sort of slits glaring at you, relax. And the cat moves forward and takes a little bit of salmon from your hand. A little bit more. And a little bit more until the salmon that you've offered is all gone. The cat sniffs your hand and then starts moving between your legs, rubbing its face up against your boots.
Hey, I've got a cat friend. Hey.
We are now out of initiative.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else in this room, by the way?
Yeah, as you look into the kitchen.
Empty or?
No, the kitchen's actually quite well made. The large sort of stove and fireplace towards the west of the room has a number of pots and pans hanging above it that look to be really nice cast iron. And as you sort of cast your eye across them, you can see that they don't seem to be too rusted or tarnished. I just combined tarnished and rusted in my brain to create rushed. They're not too tarnished or rusted. I'm still doing it. The table with a number of knives sort of stabbed into the surface of it. The knives look to be fairly blunt and probably will need a bit of love and care to bring them back. And you can see that the room just to the north of you seems to be some sort of storage room. And as you open the door and look in, you can see a number of barrels, some sacks of flour, barrel of salt, things like that. You suspect the salt is probably still okay. The flour, your wolven senses are telling you, has probably been infested with little bugs. I'm trying to remember what they're called, but if anyone has had... Thank you, weevils, yes. Evil weevils. Weevil can...
Okay, well, at least I know. So we've got a working kitchen, just no...
You've got a working kitchen.
Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. All right, well, I might see if would the cat let me pick it up?
Well, you got a nat 20, so yes.
Yep. Okay.
The promise of food, your hand's still smelling fairly fishy. The cat is reluctant to be picked up, but if you insist, it will allow this. Claw's only digging in.
I'm going to try and get it to come with me so it can show me through the house.
Yeah, I mean, as you sort of go to walk away, the cat doesn't seem to want to wander too far from you. I mean, you've just fed it the first bit of food it's had in quite some time, you think, looking at the ribs poking out through the very sallow, loose skin. It seems to be wanting to stay pretty close to you, especially because your hands smell so fishy. This smoked salmon's quite a pungent smell, and the cat does seem to want to hang around you in case there might be any more for it. So it will follow you around for the moment. Emeric, what are you doing while all this is going on? I can see you eagerly waiting there in the main hall.
Well, with all this transpiring, everyone's exploring the manor and stuff. I think Emeric will do pretty much the same thing, but he's got that sort of child mentality where he's looking for the biggest room in the house that he's going to call his own.
Okay, fantastic. I mean, the dining hall is pretty large.
Okay,
as you wander it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's not that silly.
Yeah, no,
He'll
I'm kidding.
He can probably look upstairs, though. I know it obviously doesn't have a map, but we can do it theatre of the mind, I'm sure.
No, that's perfect, because it is actually definitely one of the upstairs rooms would be the biggest. They're fairly similar in size, but there is one cleared master bedroom with a walk-in wardrobe as well, and a very old, dusty, broken bed with a straw mattress that has taken a bit of weather damage. It looks like one of the windows was shattered or cracked or damaged, maybe by a storm, maybe by... You're not sure, but some water has gotten into this room, and the bed is... it's pretty gross at this point, shall we say.
Oh, that's fine. He's gonna plonk down his backpack down that area.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna... Hold on, let's see if he has it. No, okay, he doesn't have anything to write with in his inventory. He's gonna go downstairs and find Mira. And he's Mira, could I talk to you for a quick sec?
Oh, yes.
Could I borrow some parchment and a pen or a quill? I guess it would be.
Yes.
Oh,
Should rummage
thanks.
around. Yeah. Are you writing? What is?
Yeah, I'm just writing something quickly, and then I'll literally just say Emeric's room. Do not enter. I'll then take the parchment. I'll give her back the quill, and I'll run upstairs.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Wait, and
then you can
Mira
follow
will
me
try
if
and
you
get the
like.
second best room.
So I'm gonna
Nice.
run upstairs. I'm gonna then get my Oh, I don't have a hammer anymore because it got broke. So I'm gonna. What have I got? I got the crowbar.
Yeah, crowbar could work.
crowbar, and I'm just trying to see what else they have. They don't really have nails, I think. I have a stake. I don't know if that could do something. I'm going to try and stake this parchment to the door.
Okay. Do you want to make me a sleight of hand? Oh, wooden. Okay, that's going to be an athletics check in that case.
Sure, let's do it.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh no, okay, so you actually managed to do a pretty good job. Because one of the things I was going to be interested in is the parchment just going to be torn in half by this stake. Combination of crowbar and wooden stake, you are able to affix this sign crudely to the door.
Yeah, crudely, for sure.
The stake doesn't go into the wood. It goes in between a gap between two planks of wood that make up the door and starts splitting them apart. And you can see the door is starting to groan a little bit as you begin to damage the very finely crafted wooden door by hammering a stake through two of its wooden planks.
I'll relax off it, but just make sure that it's still in place, and then I'll leave it.
Okay,
as long as everyone can see that it's my room.
Yeah. That's all you care about. Alrighty, Mira, I believe you shouted out. I'm getting a room as well. It's at
like
this point that Wiltix.
It's like you're the father and we're the siblings.
Yeah, it's at this point that Wiltix and Tomboy the cat, spoilers, that's his name, Wiltix and Tomboy begin sort of emerging out from the kitchen. You see Emeric and Mira sprinting upstairs, or you hear this like... And then as they reach the top of the stairs, you hear Mira calling out like, no, our shotgun's in the second best room. Mira, as you run upstairs, you can see, are you looking... Yeah, tell me what you're looking for in terms of a room. Tell me what you're after. Are you looking for something water-facing? Are you looking for
Water-facing.
something quiet? Water-facing, yeah, okay.
with a fireplace, ideally.
Oh, so all the rooms have a fireplace. Definitely all the rooms have a fireplace.
Oh, fuck yes.
There are two water-facing rooms. Emeric is not water-facing in the master bedroom. That's over towards the west. The two eastern rooms are exactly the same. They're copies of each other on either side of the upper floor. Yeah, there are two water-facing rooms. It's up to you which one you'd like.
I'll go
to
on
be pretty similar.
Left or right? What colour is she on the right?
Could I ask Tomboy where he sleeps? Would he understand? Where's your bed?
Magic cat.
Is it up here?
How do you ask him? Like that sounds really interesting. Tell me how you ask him.
Well, I mean, you just said that I haven't had many interactions with cats, and if I said to the cat, maybe, Tomboy, bed? Where's your bed?
He sort of gives you a look, a bit confused, and then sort of moves up towards you and starts rubbing his face against your legs again. You suspect he's probably asking for food.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I was hoping that his bedroom was actually the master bedroom. I could steal it from Emeric and claim that it was the cat's already. But no. Mira,
Nice.
You're up here first. You can choose left or right.
To go right.
Alrighty, you claim the room to the right. Wiltix, yeah, you head upstairs. You can see that literally the four rooms that are upstairs, only one of them slightly bigger, the others are all exactly the same. There is one water-facing and one not water-facing left. It's up to you which one you want.
The one that's not water-facing, what does it see out the window?
It's out looking towards the north, so you can see the front gate and the pathway leading up towards the manor. And you can see Oxenfurt in front of you, the busy street.
Ooh.
Wait, where's Wiltix's room? Is that next to mine?
Yes.
So our room's looking out towards Oxenfurt then?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. Do we have a balcony?
Yeah.
Let me quickly have a look. I don't... no, there is a balcony, but it's not connected to either of the rooms. It's separate.
Oh, good. I know, I'm not too fussed about the view. Emeric wants the room.
Well, I like having the view of the street. At least that way I can see if, someone's coming and it's someone I want to avoid. Make it near answer the door.
Azure, you have headed into the tower. Fantastic.
Yes.
As you enter into the tower, the wall along here, so it's a circular room that rises up. It's not a super tall tower, it's only as tall as the top level, but it is a lovely circular room. Along the eastern wall is a curved bookshelf that takes up the entire wall. A number of windows make sort of breaks in the bookshelves, but you can see hundreds of books on these shelves, spanning a number of different topics. There's some history books, there are some geography books, there are a couple of books that look to be theorems or attempts at decoding or understanding different forms of magic. And then you can see a staircase leading up towards a study on the level above. And as you sort of walk up the stairs and head towards the study, you can see there's a nice study table. There's a bed positioned next to it. Looks like this is sort of a sleep-in study that one of Governor Nighthill's ancestors clearly had a preference to which room they would stay in, and set up this room to be a location where they could stay and avoid having to leave as much as possible.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Nice.
Can I claim the library as my room?
That's up to you. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's completely up to you what you'd like to do. You tell me.
Well, I'm thinking the fact that Leosin would like to be part of the guild in a, I suppose, assisting role, and so I think this could probably be his room.
There is another room down towards the south. There's actually 2 more rooms down towards the south that you can see on the ground floor.
It's up to you. You can claim it if you like. Spot for us all.
No, I think it's not fair to claim the library as a room. I think we keep it as a communal space. But I just like... Huh?
Keep it as an actual library?
Yeah, I was imagining keeping it as a library, but I kind of just love the idea of the circle room. It resonates with me.
It is cool.
Oh.
Nice.
Now, maybe you could convert the tower, the upstairs part, into like a 3rd level tower.
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
A rooftop tower.
Yeah, a rooftop for your meditating.
Yes.
Tower top meditation.
Like a little garden up there.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, well, it's funny you mention that, because on the top floor there is an outdoor garden with a statue.
There you go.
But I'm going to pause really quickly the Dungeons and Dragons there, because I have a special treat for everybody.
Okay.
2 days ago, my partner Alice and I picked up a new family member. This is Lumi. This is our new... Hey, little Bubba. This is our new little puppy.
Oh, I can hear its little bell.
The smallest member of the Lost Archives.
Aww. But the most welcome
cute.
member.
Definitely the most cutest member.
Look, I can't even compete with that. She's a little bit sleepy. She's had a very big day today. Her favourite place to sleep is, of course, up on my neck during the evenings.
God, she's so cute.
I want a puppy.
So fluffy.
So every new subscriber we get over the next 5 weeks, every time we get a new subscriber, Lumi comes back on stream, just so that you guys know.
Cool.
So subscribe to get more of this.
Fantastic.
Subscribe to get more puppy.
She is actually the most beautiful creature in the whole world, though. She makes my heart melt. Look at your little face. All right, we should probably play some D&D. I'm sorry, I'm going to give you back to Mum. Mwah. Thank you so much. Goodbye, little puppa. Oh wow, she's so sleepy.
She's asleep. Is she asleep?
Nah, she's just a very sleepy pup. So, fun puppy fact. Because they're growing so rapidly, and they've got to do the equivalent of like 9 years worth of growing that humans do, they've got to knock it out in a couple of months. They spend a lot of time sleeping, and they basically alternate between 1 or 2 hours a day of just insane energy, where they have like 20 billion kilojoules of energy to burn all at once, and then 20 hours of sleeping, and then 2 hours of eating and pooping. That's a puppy's life, basically.
What a life.
It's not too bad, hey, is it? So she has learnt to fetch in the 2 days we've had her. So clearly she's a genius dog, and we're very, very happy. So I'm gonna try and teach her some D&D tricks with the minis, and so when we get back, hopefully she can be the big bad boss at the end of the campaign.
Oh my god.
just a little nice break from D&D to have some wholesome puppy fun. Alrighty, so we'll jump back into D&D. I'm sorry, I'm so proud of her and how beautiful she is, and I just want to show her off. Because you guys have all seen Lucy, my Labradoodle, before, so I mean, it's Dungeons and Doggos from now on.
Dungeons and Doggos, I like the sound of that.
We should actually do. All right, that's going to be a one shot we do, Dungeons and Doggos. So at this point, Azure, as you head back down through the stairs of the library tower, you hear a voice calling out from the front. Guys? Hello? Am I still guarding the cart, or? I don't want to leave it because, no reason. Just
Sorry, my friend. We got excited.
Did you find a place for the eggs?
Yes, I think so. I think if we start loading them inside, once the others come down from choosing their rooms, I think we have a good space.
Oh, are we choosing rooms?
I've already have you. There is definitely a room for you. You can either have
fantastic.
the top floor to the west, out looking to the sea, or you can have the bottom floor on the east, looking out to the sea.
I mean, I get a seafront view regardless. I'm pretty happy with that. That's fantastic. I can do my morning meditation as the sun rises over the east. That's perfect.
Why don't you take the top room?
Fantastic. And you happy with the bottom one?
Yes, that's fine. This room looks amazing.
Done. Should we go fetch the others to bring the eggs in?
Hey, guys, come give us a hand.
You see Emeric
hear
pop his
shouting.
head out. You see Emeric pop his head out of one of the windows in his room because it's overlooking the front gate and and looking at Oxenford. So he'll pop out and he'll just look down at you and go, "What? What do you want?
Come give us a hand.
A hand with what, mate?" As I do a little cheeky wink.
Bringing my big ego in.
All right, so
Nice.
Emeric will make his way
Subtle.
down then, and he'll sort of call out to Mira and Wiltix as well, like, "Come on, guys, let's go. Come on, let's give him a hand. Come on, get your butts up."
Fantastic. I will say that with all of you working together, you are able to bring the eggs in and move them downstairs.
Are we able to move them in discreetly?
With all of you working together, there are 5 of you on this. The answer is yes. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You guys are able to. I mean, you're a little bit back away from the main gates. If you have someone looking out to try and see if there's anyone coming in, I mean, I'm pretty sure Azure's passive perception is 16, so he is going to spot anything obvious of people approaching. And especially if you use this sort of side gate down towards the south that passes through the old blacksmith's forge and then up through the gates there, you're pretty confident you're going to be able to get these things in without too much trouble. The question I have, though, is how are you storing them? Because 2 of them fit in the chest, but 1 of them does not.
Can I go get one of the barrels, the empty ones that was inside the storage thing in the kitchen?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
put it in there.
Yeah, 100%. You can put the egg in the barrel. Absolutely.
What
You
I
roll the
like,
barrel down the halls.
what color was the egg?
What was that? Sorry.
What color is the egg?
So yeah, the eggs. It's someone's already rolled for this previously, and they had a bit more trouble. But in the dark cave, it's a little bit different now. You're in a well-lit area. Would you like to make me an investigation or a perception check? It's your choice.
I'll make an investigation check. Why not?
So you probably remember Mira 10. You probably remember Mira saying last time that the color of the egg doesn't necessarily correlate to the color of the dragon per se. The eggs often go through color changes as they develop anyway, but predominantly as they get close to hatching, they take on the colors that the dragon will be most likely to be demonstrating. But Mira would probably remember there have been exceptions.
And what color is it currently?
So the eggs are 3 different colors. There is one that is a rich purple maroon. There is one that is a sort of a darker grey black color. And there is another one which is a sort of a bluey green verdigris copper color.
And which one? I was going to just say, because I was going to put it in the barrel and dump the flour around it to hide it inside the barrel as well. So
Nice.
I was hoping for a white egg, but
Sorry.
just go the one that's not inside the treasure chest, I suppose.
So the dark
Don't know
grey
which one.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Perfect. You put it in, you pile flour around it, put it in the barrel, dust your hands off. Job well done. Brush some weevils from your hair. Job well done.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did anyone have anything else to add to the dragon eggs, how they're storing them? Are you guys happy with that?
Well, so for now, just keep them in the chest and in the barrel.
Yep. And it's pretty cool down in the cellar. It's nice and cool.
Yes, they're not going to keep hatching or anything like that while they're in there. They're just going to sit there dormant for the meantime, I suppose.
We'll do that for now. We'll do that for now. We can think up more methods, I guess, for later on when we do decide to start.
As we put the eggs away and tidy up our hands and dust off the weevils, Mira will kind of look at everyone and say, well, now that we're all here, what do we want to do with these?
Maybe we should have this conversation inside, Mira.
Upstairs. I thought we were in the basement.
We'll be in the basement.
You guys are in the
now.
basement. You're in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the basement below
We're
the
still outside.
forge or anything, or
Is the what? Sorry.
like what area, like what rooms does the basement sit underneath?
Directly underneath the dining hall,
Directly under the dining hall, which
which
has
is
a
a stone
fireplace in it.
floor. Yes.
Do you reckon the basement's around the same size as the dining hall?
It is actually almost exactly the same size. How
So-
convenient is that?
Oh.
Is it just one big room? Is there like...
Yeah.
Okay.
We could. That's what I was saying before. If is there a fireplace in the basement?
No, but I was wondering. Oh, I'm assuming there wouldn't
Actually,
be.
is there? Like, we don't know.
There's no fireplace in the basement.
Okay.
Would we
It looks
like
to be
to
storage room only.
do a makeshift one and knock the chimney up and join it with the one in the main hall, so it's not as suspicious?
I think we could do that as an altercation. No, not altercation.
Alteration.
Alteration. Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
might
no-
be an altercation. You don't know.
It might be an altercation.
We could put
I don't want a chimney.
build a chimney in the basement. At ground level, we put in some really beautiful, fancy lacework, like in iron, so that the flames come through the floor and give the impression of an underground flame pit.
Okay. Sure, I'll leave it off. I'll leave it to the architect.
Like a
Yeah, let the
is it a
architect decide
hibachi
the
grill?
design.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can also use it to grill and cook.
Okay.
I
like it. Points for style.
An Oxenfurt version of in-floor heating.
I like it. I really like it. If you guys go down that route, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you.
And that way we can heat the basement and keep our eggs warm.
Absolutely. Well,
We could also
I
use
think
it
that's
as
a pretty
personal
good.
sauna if we want to.
You could,
What was
you
that?
could have a little sauna. Yeah.
Personal sauna. We'll just go underneath, get the bucket of water,
yes.
pour it on top of the eggs, and just
Yeah, a bit of
get a bit of schwitz.
bit of Bikram yoga.
I mean,
and,
Mira
heat
is
training.
basically a walking sauna when you think
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
true. That is true.
You can make fog clouds and fire.
Oh,
She
amazing.
is a sauna.
But
Love
if you douse Mira, she does not like it. So
Ooh.
when you go to a sauna and you want more steam, so you pour water on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
absolutely.
I don't know if doing that to Mira will make you happy. So.
I don't know if it'll make her happy per se. Mira, how do you feel about having water poured
How
on
do you
you?
feel about being doused?
Mira walks
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
From
awesome.
Olia.
I think,
Olia.
I think that's probably a pretty good spot for a break. That's actually timed out beautifully. That's bang on an hour and a half. Almost bang on an hour and a half. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back for episode 12 part 2 or episode 12 the stream part 2. If you're hanging around on the live stream, don't go anywhere. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. If we get 2 subscribers in that time, I'll bring Lumi back on.
Love it.
But we will be right back for part 2. Don't go anywhere, and if you do, bring back more people with you.
Alright, thanks,
Bring
guys.
everybody.
Dogs.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
We'll see you guys in a minute.